What's going on YouTube, Diggy546? Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. So this video is pretty early, but I wanted to give a quick training camp update. I just made a video about Kadarius Toney because I felt like that needed its own video. But when you look at what else is out here that's happening in Giants world and in the Giants network, you got a couple of other people on an injury list. And this was pretty interesting because I did not know that these players would be showing up here. So let's pull this list up. You have Taquan Mizell on injured reserves, Saquon Barkley on IR for right now. So that's to be expected. Saquon there, Jonathan Harrison there, the backup. I think he's our backup center pretty much right now. Matt Parrott, Aaron Robinson, Kyle Rudolph, which we expected, and Oshane Ximines, which we expected. They're on that. They're actually not on injured reserve. They're on the PUP list, the active PUP list. So also Ryan Anderson, the outside linebacker, is on the non-football injury list. So I guess he dealt with something in the offseason. And also Sandro Platzgummer. He's also on that same list as Ryan Anderson. And what does this say? First off, Saquon and Kyle Rudolph and Oshane Ximines on the PUP list. They're all coming off of injuries. I expected this. I expected them to start off this way. Jonathan Harrison, I was not familiar with him being injured, but maybe he was. Matt Parrott, I did not know he was injured at all. He's looked healthy this offseason in the pictures that I've seen and with the videos of him training. So I don't know what happened with that. And then Aaron Robinson. That's interesting too. I mean, people are giving Kadarius Toney all kinds of, everything. They're throwing stones at Kadarius Toney. Meanwhile, Aaron Robinson is going to be on the PUP list. He's going to be on the PUP list, and also Kadarius Toney is going to have access to everything that's virtual. He's going to have access to the playbook, access to all of that stuff. He's just not going to be out there around his teammates. But Aaron Robinson is going to miss at least some time on the field. He's starting off on the PUP list. Matt Parrott, this is crucial for him. It's the second year in the system, but it's crucial for him to get these reps next to Will Hernandez. If Hernandez is going to be that right guard, Matt Parrott needs those reps next to Will Hernandez because Will Hernandez played 10 or 15 snaps at right guard last year, and I'm not even sure if that was Cam Fleming next to him or Matt Parrott next to him. So they need those reps together. Aaron Robinson is going to need those reps with the rest of the secondary. And along with that, I mean, Oshane Ximines, again, I usually don't expect much from him. He's got so much pass rush moves. He's got the whole toolbox, but he does not have the strength. And a lot of times he ends up disappearing. A lot of times he just ends up disappearing. And we haven't seen that guy that we thought that he could be. Now, it takes a little while for pass rushers to develop, and I want to give him some sort of a chance. So I'm going to give him this year as a chance to really prove to Giants fans that he can be that pass rusher. But the way he was looking coming out of college, we thought we really had a gem. So I'm hoping that he can turn his career around so far, because so far, I'm not going to say it's been a disappointment, but he hasn't produced as much as I thought he would have. And he's been injured. So that's something to take note of. Kyle Rudolph, of course, is taking his time coming back from that foot. And Saquon, of course, is taking that time coming back off of an injury where he pretty much tore up his entire knee. He tore multiple ligaments, most notably his ACL. But what else as far as training camp goes, I'm not familiar with the exact schedule yet. I'm not sure about that. If someone knows about that schedule, go ahead and drop it in the comments. But things that we should be excited about for this training camp, I mean, to start it off, I definitely think we should be excited about the scrimmages with both the Browns and the Patriots this offseason and this training camp. And this is the reason why there's only one kind of fan fest event, and there's not fans in practices every week or every so often, because the Giants are going to be traveling so much to other teams' facilities. So I don't know if the COVID thing is going to slow this down because Kadarius just went out with it. But Please cross our fingers, hope everything works out, because this is crucial work to get in before we even play these teams. First off, we're going to be playing the Browns and we're going to be playing the Patriots. The Browns, of course, we're going to be going against Myles Garrett. They have a nice corner tandem there. Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams. They're one of the most kind of stacked teams in the NFL as far as kind of skill, talent. We're going to be going against Odell. I mean, I would love to see Aaron Robinson healthy by then, or see James Bradbury, or basically just think about if Odell was still on this team, the kind of reps that we would be able to get for our corners going against a guy like Odell, going against a premier slot receiver like Jarvis Landry, going against the tight ends that they have. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm pretty sure that Austin Hooper went north up to Cleveland. I don't remember if he got injured or not, but I'm pretty sure he's up there in Cleveland now. Baker Mayfield is getting better, and there's a lot of talent there that's going to make our team better. Danny Shelton, of course, came from Cleveland. I think he did a stop with the Patriots. I'm not sure if he went somewhere else after that, but he's from Cleveland. Not sure if we have any other players that were over there in Cleveland, but that's going to be some good reps for us. We're going to be able to get better as a football team, and it's going to be great to practice against teams that we don't practice against every week. You get those reps against people that you don't know what they're going to do. We're going to take our intensity from about probably 70% because we're playing against teammates to 80, 90%. And I'm not saying they're going to be playing 90% full speed, but it's going to be a lot more intense because you're playing against guys on other teams. It's going to get competitive, and there's less of a caution about, I don't want to hurt this guy. You never really want to injure someone, but there's going to be more of a chip on our shoulders going against the Browns. The Patriots, sort of bad news. Stephon Gilmore is kind of on that PUP list too, so I don't know how involved he'll be in this. But they still got J.C. Jackson. They still have some talent in that secondary and some talent just on that team in general. Calvin Noy is back over there. Bill Belichick is a defensive wizard. It's going to be great to go against that defense, which is pretty similar to our defense. But Bill Belichick, of course, has the master plan, has the master sheets for that defense. He's the guy that put it all together originally, going back to the 80s when he was on the Giants. So Bill Belichick, just being on the same field as our players, is going to make our players better. It just will. And then when you look on the offense, you're going to have multiple looks. You're going to have Cam Newton out there running around doing his thing. Cam Newton also can throw the football. He's going to be healthier this year. And I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. They signed those two tight ends, Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. That is something we're going to have to look out for. Guys like Jabril Peppers, Tate Crowder, Xavier McKinney, all those guys that take those tight end matchups are going to have their hands full. More guys like Nelson Aguilar are there. Kendrick Bourne is a nice receiver. And I think it'll really challenge us to take our play to the next level even before we get into the preseason games. So I'm pretty sure we play both of these teams in the preseason. If not, I mean, then I'm just completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure we usually play these teams in the preseason. So I'm guessing that these practices will be before each game. That's what I'm thinking. So it'll be nice to leave out of a game and then go practice with another team and see how that goes. So Joe Judge kind of has a similar philosophy to Bill Belichick and Tom Coughlin, who always wanted to go out and practice with another team and get that experience. Hopefully it doesn't end up like when we practiced with the Jets and Jeremy Shockey pretty much lost his mind. Hopefully it doesn't end up like that and then we have to, take our ball and go back home. But I think it'll be productive. I think these practices will be helpful, and I'm definitely looking forward to hear things from them. I hope people on all sides of this stay healthy in these cross practices, and I hope that both teams can get better from them. I mean, I think that's the best way to really run your training camp, and I wonder if they're going to wear pads during those times or if it's even legal to wear pads when you have two different teams practicing together. So Training camp has not officially started yet for us as far as guys being on the field, but next week, everything's going to be gearing up. On the 27th, we're going to be seeing those guys out there on the field, seeing them in action for the first time, really playing something that resembles football, not something that just resembles just playing catch, but something that actually resembles football. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait until the first day that the pads go on. I mean, I just can't wait. So you guys let me know what you're thinking of, first off, the injuries that I started this video off with. Hopefully those guys can bounce back soon. And then what are you thinking of these cross practices with the Browns and the Patriots? If you made it this deep into the video, come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.